If you've been following us on social media, you might have seen our recent post indicating that something new and exciting is happening in 2022. You'll also notice that we've actually taken some time to go and change our logo a little bit. While it's essentially the same logo, we've decided to upgrade our image a little bit and to introduce new and exciting ways of doing things. But that's not where it all ends. There's a lot more coming. I'm Stan Mercedes from IBF Investigations, and in this video, I want to give you an idea of the great things coming in 2022. Over the last 22 years now that I've been working in this industry, we've grown from strength to strength. Having started from humble beginnings in Port Elizabeth, we expanded to eventually be the first official and registered emergency service for the purpose of at-scene crash investigation. From Port Elizabeth, we moved on to the Western Cape, to Cape Town, where we attended to crash scenes under the banner of the Project Accident and in association with the Arrive Alive campaign, and also where we were engaged as contractors to the Road Traffic Management Corporation, and it took us around most of South Africa examining some of the most serious cases we've come across. In addition to that, we've relocated to the Northwest Province, and we spent some time, several years here, before we also spent 2 years in and around the US expanding our business interests. After all this time, I've kind of decided that it might be a good idea for us to start giving back a bit. One thing I can say out of the 22 years in the industry is that I've learned a lot, and we've learned a lot. We've grown as a business, I've grown as an individual. But I've also come to realize that a lot of our clients face risks that they might not even be aware of. We often find that clients engage us after they were involved in incidents. Now, these could be road traffic crashes or even hijackings or attacks on their vehicles, arson, fire, things like that. And the problem that we find is that a lot of these clients are not even fully aware of the risks they face. And that is something that plagues individual road users as well as fleet and transport managers. Then when things do go wrong, we find that they don't have the tools and the capacity to properly handle, manage, investigate, or collect evidence around those incidents. As if this is not bad enough, we often find that when those cases then go to court, the official services that are mandated to do those investigations might have done investigations that are not necessarily up to standard or of a high enough quality to assist the court effectively. As if this is not bad enough, the testimony they give, even where investigations are very good, are sometimes affecting those cases negatively. To this, we've decided to launch an exciting new thing this year, and that is like this format, and something we've certainly learned out of 2021 as everybody started doing remote work and so-called virtual meetings have become a thing. We've decided to launch a series of videos throughout the whole of 2022 and probably beyond that. Now, we don't want to do just one platform because we feel like there are different people on different platforms. Some people have only a couple of minutes to spare. Other people require more in-depth information. So we've decided to launch on multiple platforms. So now, instead of you doing video on YouTube and kind of social interactions on Facebook and business interaction on LinkedIn, I've decided it's a good idea to go to multiple platforms. So what you'll typically find is that we'll have short videos on the likes of TikTok and Instagram, where there'll be short videos that people can follow. From there, we want to also put slightly longer videos on social media like Facebook and Twitter. We want to be sure that people can actually follow us on YouTube. We want to be sure as well that our business colleagues on LinkedIn are not left out of the loop and that those short videos and longer videos are available there. But we've also launched a Patreon channel where we can engage so-called patrons. Now, the idea is to release videos on a variety of topics. Some of them will be informational, things like vehicle recalls, current news, stuff like that. Others will be educational. It will be techniques and ways in which you can do things. Yet others will be based on technology, the equipment we use, the technology we use, the way in which we use them, or what is available to assist people in our environment. We also want to be sure that that content educates and informs everybody. So we want to focus on things like individuals, whether it's you yourself as a road user, a family member, We often find that, for instance, a son or a father or a mother or a brother or a sister or somebody is involved in a collision, and somebody in their friend group or family takes it upon themselves to try and assist them. We want to be sure that those kinds of people get enough information to empower them further. We also want to ensure that people working in the investigation sector, people like insurance loss adjusters or private investigators, are not left out of the loop and are adequately informed from the content we create. Equally, we know that there are law enforcement officers, traffic enforcement officers, official services that require guidance and assistance that are not always able to attend official instructed training. So we want to ensure that those people are accommodated. But all of this would be a waste if we don't also consider the way in which all this ultimately arrives and is presented in court. So we want to also be sure that our content is directed to inform and educate people like lawyers, advocate, magistrate, prosecutors, judges even, so that at the end of the day, everybody is informed and empowered. So one of the videos that we've been kind of hinting at and that a lot of people have commented on is the design philosophy and more the symbology behind our new logo. We're going to be doing a video covering that. What is going to make our Patreon unique, though, is that we'll have exclusive content released there. As we do investigations, I'll do a live narrative that will release as videos exclusively to the Patreon channel. So if you are subscribed to our Patreon channel, you'll have early access to certain videos. You'll have exclusive content. We will allow feedback and interaction. We'll answer questions, because it would be worthless to share information if people cannot engage back with us. So if you found this video via a general social media, do go down to the comments and look at the various links to our various platforms and for ways to engage there. Keep in mind that our short media videos on the social media platforms will be informative and basic only. Our videos on the official channels or video channels like YouTube will be more detailed, but the best content will be reserved for the Patreon platform. We also want to ensure that when people watch this video and follow it, they don't get bored. So we're going to do it more as a narrative style discussional. As structured as this is, we are in the process of building a proper studio, another studio for the purpose of structured parts. But I want it to be more natural, more topical, more discussional. So I'm going to be doing my best to keep it as unofficial as possible while we want to do regular releases. It's my personal commitment, or I've made a personal commitment to release at least one video of some kind every single week. There will be more videos on the platforms like Patreon, and in between we'll do shorter videos on the short video platforms. So we hope that it's educational and informative, and we feel that through doing all this, it's a way for us to look back on and to say thank you for all the people who have supported us and brought us to where we were. And in that vein, I'm also going to be sharing example cases where I discuss the matters, the things that are involved, the dynamics involved, some of the interesting or unique aspects of those cases, and how we faced those challenges and overcame them, and in some cases, even some of the court results. So we look forward to educating, informing, entertaining, and empowering people as far as we can. Thanks for watching the video. We hope the others are going to help you. If you're on the Facebook platform, keep in mind that we have a Facebook group. If you haven't found me yet, you can find me on LinkedIn. The LinkedIn address is below. Do follow us on Twitter. Twitter is much more topical and current, and information is provided in shorter snippets. Our YouTube channel will be expanding. We'll be adding content there all the time, so you can subscribe. You can even click the notification bell so that you are regularly informed of videos as they come out. And then also, of course, there's Patreon and that platform. So keep in mind that the idea is to spread information, education, and to empower people, and that there will be regular content. So it would be worth your while to follow this actively. Thanks for your time.